Yeah, so I was talking about the report, and the police say that the report does not say that, or the report does not talk about what's happening or the incident itself. It talks about that the suspect attacked the police, launched at the police. They say I launched at them, and therefore they all come together trying to bring me into handcuff. And then during that moment, that's where I actually kicked. They say I kicked one of the police on his knee. They say I was with my foot. I was mule. They use a language that say mule kick. That I kicked that guy, and then they say his leg was swollen up. Therefore, they had to use force that broke my hand and then all other stuff. So that's what the report said. But they kept me in jail for 1 year and a half, and then after that, they failed. The district attorney failed to produce the video of the incident, which I was beating the police, because that was my crime. I was charged with assault to the police officer, resisting arrest, and disturbing the peace, which they say I disturbed the peace of the library.
So what happened with the police? What led up to all the charges? Tell us about your charges and how they came to giving you 1 year. Tell us how you ended up getting 1 year.
They did not give me 1 year. They give me a deal of 6 months in county jail. They say, so you gonna take, if you take the deal of 6 months in county jail, we're gonna drop the resisting arrest, and then we're gonna drop the assault to the police officer. Then we're gonna leave you with one, which is disturbing the peace. So with disturbing the peace, they wanted to give me 6 months, and then I'm gonna stand in jail for 3 months. So then I refused because I didn't do none of those, and then I end up now spending 1 year and a half in jail. Then after that, they dismissed everything. The 3 charges were dropped.
So when you were in court, were the police officers that arrested you also appear in court, or the manager from the library come to court?
The manager didn't come. They did not have a pre-trial conference. No, the pre-trial. Yeah, the on the preliminary hearing, the Latino police that said his leg was swollen, he showed up. He also testified that I beat him up, and then his leg was swollen.
So there wasn't a subpoena given to the librarian or the managers of the library to testify against you, or the security of the library?
No, only the police that, as you said, that beat him up is the one who showed up. And then after that, they were now waiting for the evidence of the video, because the police testified that I beat him up, and they have a video that's gonna show me beating him up.
And where was this video supposed to be placed at?
The video is supposed to be coming from the library and then being given to the district attorney.
So the district attorney did not do the subpoena on the library, or the subpoena of any of the employees of the Hollywood Library to come to court to provide you with the library to show the altercation that was supposedly have been given, that you have supposedly had started with the police themselves. So actually evidence was withheld from the district attorney.
Yeah, so the district attorney held everything. The only thing the district attorney was concerned was he wanted me to take the deal because my public defender, I had a public defender who was coming to me and then keep requesting me to take the deal. It's like every time I'm seeing the public defender, he was constantly trying to tell me, hey, I'm trying to help you up here. You gotta understand that if you do not take the deal, and then if you go to trial, the white juries, they find you guilty, you're gonna end up having more than maybe 10 years in jail for this charge, for beating the police and all this stuff. You're gonna end up with more than 10 years in jail, so you gotta take the deal.
Okay, also, so when you went to court and the public offender who was supposedly defending you, which really sounds like he was
defender. We say
the public defender who supposedly been defending you, but really was defending, sound like they were defending the police officers instead.
Yeah.
Did the police officer bring in any type of medical files or any type of pictures or anything showing that he had injuries to the court? Like the judge, did the judge request, can we see your injuries or pictures from the police officer, like his knee was swollen or he had x-rays done, or did anyone request any x-rays from the police officer that was supposed to be injured? Or anything to prove that you actually kicked the officer and he had injuries? Or was it just that word, it was just their word against your word?
But just words, and also it appeared to me that it was like a movie scene, that the judge is actually supporting what the police is saying, because it was all lies, and then also the district attorney was also supporting what the police says, and my own public defender was also supporting what the police say, because my public defender was telling me that I have to take the deal because I'm going to be found, they will find me guilty if it goes to trial, and then they have enough evidence that they're gonna provide evidence. So it was like a movie scene of which that I've been set and put in the corner, and then my own lawyer is against me, and the whole team was against me.
Okay, so basically what we have here, you was just used, and you was like you said, everyone was against you, which it seems obvious that they were against you, and it was their word against your word, because that's just how that system really worked in favor. And do you feel this is based on racism?
It was not based on racism, but it's far more than racism, because racism is, I would say, is when you're doing something, but you're not exactly sure how it's gonna end up. But their system was like they know, they have control of the calculating, it's like the manipulating the result of the justice, is the controlling what's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. So they know that you are guilty. It's so when you say racism, racism sometimes is it's better than what's happening right there, because racism is you just come out with something and then you're just pushing the next person, but them is not pushing, but is they got you. It's I don't know how to put it, as right. It's far more than racism. Okay. It's beyond. It's
like police brutality is what you experienced. What you would say?
Not police brutality. It's far than racism.
It was fraud in the law.
It's more than.
Did they read you your rights before they put handcuffs on you?
No, there was no rights reading, no nothing. Even if when I went to the police station here, they didn't read nothing like nothing. They just grabbed me from there, and then I was crying all the way down there, and then crying also because the handcuff were because these broke out of the handcuffs. So that's how bad it was. So they did not touch this finger or try to squeeze it or do. So what happened is the handcuff was so tight, and then when they take it off, this hand was about this size, and this finger went back when that side just leaned to the other side forever, and then below here it was actually swelling up. Something did pop up here, and then when it goes down, and then it left this like this. You can't feel nothing. I can't feel if I'm holding something. If this is the one is supporting it, I won't know. It's just gonna fall. So that's how this. So it's a mystery the way just this piece it's now hanging like that. Because the problem was here.
Do you have any other injuries that you would like to show on video that you may have that's able to be seen?
Yeah, besides
on any parts of your body.
Besides this is jail stuff. So this is it's not the police or the authority, but these are actually the jail problem. I'll show you. So as you can see there, there is a knife. It's a fight. We fight with the inside the jail. We fight with the Latino. The Latino and the white people, they are together as a group. They program together, and the black and the Asian we program together. But the number of the Latinos in jail is far more greater than the blacks. So they are about, I say, 85% more than the blacks in one dorm. So we are in our dorm. There were about 50 Latino, 5 white, which make their number about 55. Then you have about 10 blacks, and we had 1 Asian. So, and then we had to keep fighting every week. And then the fight is that the Latino, they have the authority in jail in terms of they will tell you when the fight starts, and also they're gonna tell you when the fight ends.
So basically, you were in, what jail were you in?
I was in the Twin Tower jail, the one in downtown Los Angeles. That's where I spent the 1.5 years. Yeah, that's where I was in Twin Tower. It's called Twin Tower.
So you were in a jail full of Latinos, which means that the numbers of crime is committed by more Latinos than blacks, obviously, that you could see, because there was more of them in jail than any other ethnicity, such as Asians. There was like only 5 or Asians or 10 blacks in there, so that means you was in a jail where there's a lot more crime committed by Latinos, and then you were attacked by Latino police officers as well.
In jail, the number of the Latino is incredible. It's very incredible. The things it's make you as soon as you walk into.
Let's take this break for the siren, please.
All right.